I wouldn't get carried away expecting another blowout victory in Game 2 of this Stanley Cup final. However, you can tell by the scoreboard, the Columbus Blue Jackets were not ready to play Game 1 in this series. I mean, I played on Superstar, the maximum difficulty, with all of my custom sliders, everything we've been using for the whole playoff run, and it just felt like everything was just going in the net. I couldn't put a finger wrong in that game. We scored 9 goals, could have easily, hit double digits, and Peter Mrazek could have given up 8 goals in the game. We still would have won. It's just how dominant we were. We got in on our aggressive 1-2-2 forecheck. That seemed to work really well, playing aggressive and just hounding the Blue Jackets all over the ice. Just dogs on a bone is how I would describe our play in game number 1. It was too much for the Blue Jackets, so what awaits us at Madison Square Garden? Because apparently that's where this series is being played. Welcome back within the confines of Madison Square Garden in New York, New York. The fake nationwide arena. I almost said the United Center. I don't know why. Oops, I skipped the goaltenders on the intro. Good job, Vince. Way to go. We don't need to see Oscar Dansk's numbers. I think we knocked his save percentage way down in Game 1. Well, clearly we did, because of all the goals that we racked up on both Oscar Dansk and Sergei Bobrovsky. We've seen both goaltenders in this series coming out of Game number 1, and it was a dominating affair for the Calgary Flames in Game number 1. We're here in Game 2. I expect faster legs from the Columbus Blue Jackets coming into this last game on home ice. You don't want to go on the road to Calgary. Play inside the Saddle Dome. I can't believe that we just played that back behind the blue line there, but you're playing the next game in the Saddle Dome, trailing 2-0 in the Stanley Cup final. We are throwing the body early on. Duclair handles at center. He's going to twist away with this. Send it deeper into the zone. It gets behind the net of Peter Mrazek and the Calgary Flames. Yuri Tsalusti, a slap shot dump in by the near side corner. It kicks out the other side of the net, where Eller is on it. He's a hound on that puck. Luff just shoveled it with one hand out of the zone. It's played back at neutral ice. Rasmus Ristolainen got his first ever NHL goal. Goals, it should be plural, in the first game of this series. He hadn't scored a goal in the NHL, but he also hasn't played a single regular season game yet in the NHL, which is surprising. He's 82 overall? That's a dangerous place to handle the puck there, Kostitsin. We do get it out of the zone. A bit of a sloppy start so far for Calgary. Columbus is much more on their game to open this one up. Granlund, a handle from behind the net wide of Oscar Dansk, and held in by the Calgary Flames, now in possession of the Columbus Blue Jackets. Dubinsky, a quick one-touch pass, finds Kirby Reichel, but he was defended well. The puck was poked away from him, handled now by Corey Emerton. Goes inside on the defense of the Blue Jackets. Morrissey is going to be slashed, and it will be an early first-period power play to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Emerton a little frustrated, I guess. He got bumped off the puck, tried to stay with the play, ended up taking a stick infraction. So the first opportunity of the night, shorthanded. We know how dangerous we can be. We're very lethal, even when killing penalties. And this is what I mean. Tyler Seguin has a runs into the net. I mean, he had a free charge right down the expressway toward Oscar Dansk, and he takes the net off. He took it right into the goaltender. I was going to try to do a little backhand to forehand move. I think I just ran out of space with Tyler Seguin on that opportunity. What a weird deflection to the high glass behind Dansk. And there was a good back check as well on that breakaway opportunity. Holy jeez! Lars Eller is not playing around tonight. The bucket has been freed from the head of Murray, I believe that was on the receiving end. Hagelin handles it at center, across rink to Anisimov. He takes it into the corner to the right of, or to the left rather, of Peter Mrazek. It is going to be gathered by Eller. We should be able to get an easy clear here. Eller has thrown the body a few times in this game early on. He's going to dump it in, go retrieve that puck on the forecheck. Or attempt to retrieve it anyway. Carry it away. Easy zone entry for Columbus. Shot on the net. Rebound. Seguin on that rebound. Sends it out of the zone. That should just about wrap it up for the power play opportunity for Columbus, which is something they desperately needed. Hold on a tick. They have a chance here. Save Johansson on that rebound. He had his first opportunity denied by Peter Mrazek, so forget about what I was talking about, with that being the end of the power play. I'm not even going to try to start a fight because that was a bad hit. That was a really illegal charge put into Josh Morrissey on the end boards down there. Blum plays the puck free. It's back to the point. Gustafsson a shot handled by Mrazek. It's just a minor, but back-to-back penalties for the Calgary Flames. Radek Faksa, the center, not playing our most disciplined game to open game 2. Should have never finished that check. Did you see the body of, I don't even know who got checked into the boards. I'm sorry. I don't know. Whoever got hit into the boards there, he looked lifeless on the ice. He sold it. He just tried to sell it. It's Murray, again, bothered by Talusti this time. He had I think he's the one who had his helmet freed from his head earlier in a shift off of by the hit from Lars Eller. Savard stays with this. Poked again. Seguin will have his second shorthanded breakaway. That was as easy as you can do them. Tyler Seguin, little inside-out move, scores shorthanded this time. How did the puck end up over the goal line? I think this just got over. I mean, he skated perfectly into that. It was... I'm confused. Spread eagle attempt on the save. And yeah, it got over. What is going on with the puck physics there? After the save, the puck was glitching out. But he skated perfectly right into that thing. Scored a goal on the forehand. It went forehand to backhand this time. Maybe that was the secret sauce to get that one to go into the net. So the Flames have the opening salvo in game 2. And it comes shorthanded thanks to the power kill. And we're not afraid to try again. Lars Eller back on the ice. No longer in the box, of course, after he took that penalty to start us off. Cleft bombs just wide, but I can see the opportunities offensively speaking. I've stuck to my 1-2-2 game plan, which is how we forechecked in game 1. We played such an aggressive game in game 1 that we were just too much for Columbus to handle. We played with all the confidence in the world in game 1. Had a lot of sweet dangles. Got some nice goals. We scored a ton. You know, we had so much goal support for Peter Mrazek in game 1 that Mrazek could have given up 8 goals and we... Are you kidding me? And the nets come off again on a breakaway. I put that perfectly between the defenders for Riley Smith. He just couldn't finish the play off. Could you imagine back-to-back shorthanded goals? We've had 3 breakaways shorthanded in this game, by the way. Tyler Seguin twice, and then Seguin was on the ice for that, was he not? With Riley Smith up on the play. The Blue Jackets cannot get a clean zone entry at the moment. And I'm super thrilled about the playoffs right now. My Hurricanes are about to start the Eastern Conference Final very soon. Out of the box comes Radek Faksa, lucky to not have been ejected from the game for that hit, but I guess with there not being an injury on the play, that helped him out a lot. We're having a tough time with the puck. That was Simon Luff's job to get the puck out here. This is Ekblad. Morrissey from the blue line. It's knocked down in front. We're really having a time with getting the puck out. Find the breakout. Find the support. Radek Faksa stays onside and just lost the handle. Hagelin will gather it. Dropped it back for his defenseman, Josh Morrissey. Dumps it in from the left side into the right corner. If you're from a Blue Jackets perspective, it was to the left side of Peter Mrazek. That rebound is gathered by Kostitsyn. Slap shot, dump in. So at 5-on-5, Calgary we have not had our best game at 5-on-5 to begin with here in Game 2. We've taken too many penalties. And we got to be careful because we just held a player along the boards near the bench. And if we didn't let go, they probably would have called us for a penalty for holding. Kostitsyn, my God, man. That was not even the deke I wanted him to do. That's the worst part about that. And we get away with that hit as well. Going into the corner, Polinen, the small-sized finish forward. Windmill to the outside, sent in front, Karan. Couldn't get the puck back. He is one of the leading point getters for this Flames team, believe it or not. The fourth liner, sharp angle shot by Karan. Maybe surprising. Oscar Dansky does not let that one through. I better get a power play out of that. If you're going to keep hitting me after the whistle, I better be getting a power play out of that because you can be damn sure that if it was the other way around, Columbus would be getting their power play, and it would be their third of the evening. There was a deflection attempt to Lusti by the side of the net. Couldn't get the puck back. Morrissey, that pass knocked down to Talusti. Shoots, forehand side. Faksa is on the rebound. I believe Columbus just bought a huge break. We had a wide open net. Johansson is stood up inside the blue line. Clefbaum rims it around. It's going to be gathered by Talusti. We got speed on the wing. Talusti. Loose puck, deke handle. Stay with this. He powers around. Gets board pin. Faksa helping out. Faksa did not have possession, so he could not kick the puck along to his teammate. Atkinson on the breakout. Goes cross rink to Duclair. Anisimov the handle at center and the dump in from there. Simon Luff, clean retrieval. We got this weird breakout play happening right now, and I cannot get away from the harassment of Cam Atkinson. Ristolainen intercepts, and then it goes off a teammate's skate on the breakout play out of the zone. Sloppy hockey between these two teams right now. Polinen, watch out, head up. That guy's pinching in. No one's on the boards for the Calgary Flames. Blocked back to center. Karan, we will have our fourth breakaway, and I'm going to just take the slap shot, and we run into Oscar Dansk. After that, I'm going to give one good whack and then skate away from this. 4 breakaways, and we cannot score. Should I have tried to dangle? Maybe. But, you know, I love a good slap shot off a breakaway. If it goes in, it just looks so awesome. That would just be a dick move, scoring off with a slap shot on a breakaway. But I love it. If it went in, I would have loved every second of it. Granlund to take the face-off, posed by Foligno. Blum wide. But a good opportunity to set the one-timer up. We scored like that with Ristolainen off a face-off in Game 1. It looked like it looked like a set play to me. Rimmed around for Hanowski. Going to go rink wide. Blum, the defenseman, would handle. Chipped back to himself. Kostitsyn spinning off of that right in the slot. Or joining the play as Aaron Ekblad creates a rebound that Granlund could not get a hold of. Dubinsky through neutralized. Backhand lifted into the zone. Ekblad on a bouncing puck, retrieves it, sends a hard pass toward neutral ice, and Granlund will handle it at neutral ice. Gets it up clean to Corey Perry. Perry with a move inside on the defenseman, but there were too many defensemen. Moutarek, the lazy play with the puck. He just kicked it right into the middle of the ice surface. Sullivan will be forced to dump it in. He's going to try to get his own dump in. He almost did successfully. Smith rims it. Back up top, McRae. Bouncing puck at the point. Back to McRae. Shot. Covered by Mrazek. And we'll do it again. Face off in the D zone with 50.2 to go in period number 1. Columbus doing a better job in Game 2 at keeping the game close. At least so far. I believe this is Perry. Oh, that's Perry hitting Gustafson. So that must have been... I didn't see that play because I was focused on where the puck was at the time, in real time when that play was happening. So that must have been right before the whistle that we just got to get to this face-off that we just did. Oh my God, sloppy coming out of our own zone a couple times in this one. I'm gonna dump this in actually, because I believe in our forecheck. What did I tell you? I believe we had. Oh my God, Polinen robbed. Polinen robbed of a goal. I told you I believe in our forecheck. I apologize for the controller disconnecting. I do my best to edit these things out, but it did not interrupt my ability to retrieve the puck on the forecheck, as well as set up a prime. I mean, you couldn't get a more prime opportunity in the dead slot area for Polinen. It's just a better save by Dansk. I mean, kind of helped him out as well. Shot it right into the pad. I don't care. It's a shot on goal. It's a chance generated. Oh my God. What a lazy pass by Simon Love. The period is still alive, and the Blue Jackets are on the board in the first period of play with 3.2 to go. It was the softest of passes by Simon Luff, D to D. It was supposed to be a D to D one-timer to end the period. Instead, play goes back the other way. Columbus has life. I always talk about these late period goals being backbreakers. That's not on Peter Mrazek. That is Simon Luff's entire responsibility on that play. That goal falls on him. Okay, shake it off. It's a good thing we dominated the first game in this series and have that series advantage. We can afford to drop a game on the road here in game 2, but I would prefer to get victory if we can help it. You won't get victories if you make mistakes. However, at the blue line, especially in the attacking zone leading to a breakaway. So I didn't pay attention to how many official recorded breakaways we had in the game, but you'll see it at the end of the game, stats. However, we got outshot 10-5. I do know that. Oh my God, Sagan. Go in there, Perry. Look at how perfectly Perry just got inside positioning as well as closed off the Columbus player. We should have had the puck there. That's my argument anyway. I believe we should have had possession. We're doing a good job right now of forcing these guys to dump the puck in. Oh my God, that puck was laying in front of Mrazek. We need to get in the zone, and I didn't mean to dump that in, but that works. We need to get in the zone and get attacking zone possession, have some extended attacking zone opportunities, but which we haven't done to this point in the game. We've got that one aggressive forechecker, but I may need to turn the heat up on the forecheck as this game goes. I'm going to leave that there. Oh my God! No, you don't! I just realized that he skated right into Peter Mrazek. Why is the camera focused on the puck? I want you to see this replay. Peter Mrazek got ran over. It looked like a bowling ball running into a bowling pin, and Peter Mrazek was the bowling pin on that play. But we don't even see the replay of the hit. We're at 4-on-4 for the first time in this Stanley Cup final. Center ice face-off. That was maybe we would have gotten a power play if we didn't decide to drop the gloves on that, but I have to fight for my goaltender's honor. Oh boy, Simon Luff. D to D. Be careful with that D to D pass. Stop. Oh my God. Who is all over me? It's Cam Atkinson, but we're going to get a weird 4-on-3 power play because there was interference on the ice somewhere. It happened away, obviously interference. It happened away from the puck. It was net front. It was Savard. Who did he hit? I don't know who Savard hit on the ice. Good job drawing that penalty, whoever you are. The nameless Calgary Flames player. We're officially on the power play now. And like I said, it's a weird one. For the next minute and 8 seconds at the time of that clear, we will be at a 4-on-3 man advantage. After that, it will become a normal 5-on-4. But for now, let's just see. Let's see what kind of space we get. We got so much space. Okay. Let's see. What kind of penalty kill setup do these guys go with? Down low to Granlund. There's so much space. There's no reason to not get a one-timer. Big blocker save. Oh my God. If they clear that, unreal. They should have never cleared that. We got the one shot, but I'm happy with it because it was a great look. It was a perfect one-timing play. We need to just skate this into the zone. And then I'll chip it to the outside to myself because I got that time and that space. They got 3 guys on the ice surface. Okay, back up top. Shoot. Wrist the line and just shoot. Just take the... Oh my God, Sagan on a platter. That was a gift. We could not come through. Mrazek should have played this. That's my personal opinion. Oh my God. Could you imagine if that had trickled in? I don't expect anything less from Peter Mrazek. Joining the play is Talusti. Get out of the frickin' way, Hanowski. You made a good pass, but you need to get out of the way. Give Talusti that lane, and we do not score on this power play opportunity. Ollie from behind his own net. We're going to skate this. We got so much speed. I'm really going to skate this. Ollie to the outside. Oh, I see it up top, back down low. Get to that. Kostitsyn pinned, kicks it along. Ollie further back in. Kostitsyn pinned as well. Help from Hanowski. We're going to go back to Kostitsyn. Oh, geez, around the net to the other side. Faxa. We got these guys moving, though. Oh, my God. Blocked and played back to center. Blum has to hammer this in. We're waiting on teammates to tag up. Josh Morrissey, have your head up. That's why. Ben Hanowski is coming. Blum with a hip check attempt. Dumped in by the Jackets. Board play opportunity for Aaron Ekblad. I mean, we outnumber these guys. We got 3 guys on 1 Jackets player. There's no reason we shouldn't come away with the puck here. Block it. Oh, waved off. Waved off. I just knew it. When I didn't get in that shot lane, a goal was coming. I tried to get up there with Caron, block the shot. It is deflected. It was waved off. Now, is Duclair going to have a goal here? I think this is legal, but there's no camera angle here that truly shows. We're going to find out right now if the referee's going to allow this goal. It is a good goal. So Anthony Duclair gives the Blue Jackets their first lead in this Stanley Cup Final Series. Finally, Columbus has something to cheer about. I haven't been very disappointed with our game. Clearly, we're not dominating the same way that we did in Game 1. By the way, before anybody accuses me of anything from Game 1, we played on Superstar difficulty, same sliders that we played every game in this playoffs on. It's the exact same settings, exact same sliders in Game 1. I don't know what happened. Everything that we did just happened to go in the back of the net in Game 1. We're not getting such fortunes tonight. At least not right now, we're not. You can see how good the forecheck is when we actually get up on that forecheck and play aggressively on these guys. I need help. I'm going to need someone to get on the problem with the AI, they don't do a great job of getting on the boards. Perry is spinning and twirling and everything in between. So Perry to the middle. Shooting. Blocker, save, rebound. Covered by Dansk. There was no opportunity available for Radek Faksa. Not quick enough. I don't think we need to change or deviate from the way that we want to play. We got to keep playing. That was a crunching hit along the boards. Look at the Blue Jackets players on the bench. That's what you have to go up against when you step onto this ice surface. That's Rasmus Ristolainen, baby. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Just shoot it, Ekblad. Oh my God, they're on you so quick after the face-off. Into the neutral ice. I'm going to slap dump it. We just have to have legs underneath us. Get in on the forward. Yeah, Paulinen separates man from puck. Weird deflection. Caron plays it and pins it with his body along the boards. Give away to Moutre or Moutre. I don't know the correct pronunciation of that one. Centering. Emerton, short side, stick saved by Dansk and a penalty. It's going to be Corey Emerton to the box. 3rd penalty kill of the night coming up for the Calgary Flames. If there's one piece of good news that I can say about taking that penalty is that shorthanded, like I said, we've been pretty lethal. I think every breakaway we've had in this game has been while shorthanded. I don't know what's going on with Columbus to give up. Oh my God, again. And Sagan just loses the puck. I mean, I told you. We are something to be reckoned with shorthanded. We're going to try it. Oh my God. I knew that was coming. I tried to prepare Faksa as best as I could. So there won't be a breakaway here by Tyler Sagan. But that doesn't stop him from getting inside positioning and a shot on goal anyway. Test their goaltender, if anything. That's the main concern for me. Continue to test Oscar Dansk. We're going to chop that out of the zone. So Columbus will have to go full retrieval mode to get to this. Oh, yes, Perry. I wanted to say Sagan. Perry is a dog. Look at this forechecking shift from Corey Perry. He's still in the attacking zone. You got to get back on D, buddy. There's a penalty kill going on right now. I don't know if you can tell. Ooh, Simon Luff. That was close. We're going to slap it. Simon Luff's had a bit of a rough game. He had that. Oh, that's a penalty by Dansk. That'll put us on the power play eventually after this next 22 seconds of game runs out. Yeah, sometimes in this, I'll tell you, sometimes in this game, the goaltenders are too eager to come out and play it, and then they end up playing it outside the trapezoid, which obviously is against the rules. So someone will have to serve that penalty for Oscar Dansk. Oh my God! I told you they just get on you so quick at the blue line. Dansk, Ristolainen is up on the play from the defense. Okay, so we're on the power play again. I'm trying to just find the openings on this penalty kill, against this penalty kill. Talusti, blocked down and cleared. That was Johansson clearing, I think. It will be Ekblad to retrieve. Smith on the headman retrieval. Off that pass from Ekblad out of the zone. Smith, just too slow. Just not getting our feet moving. Drop pass for Ekblad. That gets him out of trouble. Fast, Faxa. And shot, one-time shot blocked down by Yuri Talusti. By the side of the net for Smith. Clear, nope, knocked down again. Faxa plays it to the near side boards. Emerton is first to that. Ekblad pulls it back, shoots into his own teammate. It's been a rough power play for the Calgary Flames right now. We're still not to this. Smith in front. Faxa puts one on. Talusti standing still, just watches the puck. Down low for Smith in the corner. He can't get the puck. And finally, Columbus clears. Johnson with a heady clear for Columbus. That puck actually stayed with Peter Mrazek as he banked it off the near side boards there. And Anisimov with a heads-up play to get his stick on the ice. Coming through the neutral ice. Ekblad pokes it further along out of the corner. Johansson, he's going to shoot. Scores. Posting in. Play just went the complete other way. We had the power play opportunity on their end. We couldn't get the puck. We tried to keep poking at it, stay with the play. Johansson comes away victorious with possession and victorious on the score sheet as well with a nice snipe inside the post on the short side of Peter Mrazek. Blue Jackets enhance their lead to 2 goals now. I got to start cranking it up for this Calgary team. We've been outplayed in this one. I told you Columbus was going to be ready for this game. They were going to be much more better prepared than they were obviously in game 1. Maybe they were rattled by our team in game 1. Jeez! If that was supposed to be a light saucer pass back to Ristolainen and at the blue line, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. That forecheck has pushed us all the way back in our own zone. Kron, sides, the stutter step, stick whacked out of his hand. Unreal. I guess you got to hold the stick tighter. Oh my God, Keith Ollie. Oh jeez, Columbus. What? Oh, Columbus, Calgary. What the hell are we? And the loose stick and a penalty coming up the. Oh, God knows. And Hanowski's trying to start one with Josh Morrissey. It'll just be 2 minutes. I don't know what the penalty is for. Granlund, probably interference. It was an AI player taking it. Nope, it's a stick infraction. That's a hook. Slash. That's what the game calls it, a slash. Okay, I need the Tyler Seguin group on the ice because, I mean, we've had all these shorthanded breakaways. Right now, we need one to get us right back in the game. This won't be a breakaway. However, it'll be a shot. Oh, my goodness. He had trouble with that shot. Eller pinching down the wall. Pinching in like he's a defenseman, but you know what I mean. That's Corey Perry, man. Goodness gracious. I don't know if we've had a more undisciplined game in the playoffs than the one we're playing right now. It's a 2-minute minor for boarding. Again, second time tonight we have boarded a Blue Jackets player and come away lucky to not have a 5-minute major against us. And it's huge because I do need Corey Perry. What is with these guys and the way they defend Seguin? Glove save. That was, for all intents and purposes, the way the defenseman moved, I could have just skated in and deked out the goaltender. Look at where the defenseman was. I got inside the hash marks with Seguin. No goal, of course, but a good opportunity. We got to shoot. We got to lift that puck. We got to elevate that puck on that shot. Seguin is the most dangerous player on this ice, shorthanded. Oh, it's in front. Clef bomb. Twists it back toward the net. It was blocked through, obviously. Columbus heavily outnumbering us on this 5-on-3 man advantage. Poke back to center. Fax is not going to be the first man to that. Savard jumps in on the play. He's going to drive it toward the net. That's actually deflected back to Atkinson. Shoveled aside by Mrazek. It's off the back of the net. Clefbaum peels away with this. Headman pass. Faxa in the middle. Has a nice move for that guy. Faxa. Oh. Yeah, good job. Dog on a bone. Good shift by Faxa. If you can do that, killing penalties, we will be successful as a team. Hopefully we can come back in this one, get a victory. We know that they had that back-breaking goal at the end of the last period. Someone's out of the box. Granlund it is. Windmill move. Granlund to the outside. Pulls up. Oh, what do you think about those moves? Man, Eller was perfectly teed up for the one-timer. puts a big hit on Morrissey to finish that check off. That finishes the kill. And we survive yet another one. Can we get a back-breaking late period goal? Riley Smith is taking off the puck. Weak sauce, bro. Oh. Had some bad shifts here. We should have just covered the puck. Should just cover the puck. Cover the puck. Get out of the period. Just get out of the damn period right now. And we will. We'll get out of the period. We need to have a big charge in the last 20 minutes of play. That goes without saying. Where is the intensity from this team? Where's the tenacity? We're going to get up on the forecheck. I got a game plan. Because right now, I mean, nothing that we're doing right now is good enough. So we don't have a choice, in my opinion, but to just play hard. We have to be our most aggressive. Shots are even at 18 apiece. Power play undefined. Is that because we've taken too many penalties? Thank you, game. Just has to troll me like an absolute goof. Thank you, game. Oh my god, Columbus is swarming. They're all over us. I'm dropping this back. Ekblad. What the hell was that? Spin around backhander with no power on that at all whatsoever. I guess we just got to create chaos to get a big hit. The Blue Jackets are offside because of that. And the fans are booing someone. Someone's being booed on the ice surface. More than likely, it's Corey Perry. That's a bad pass. Well, Riley Smith was just darting way out of the zone. Oh my god, I have no teammates. I literally don't have a teammate. Simon Luff, the defenseman, is up. Jeez, Simon Luff, and he's going to be gone for a major. This one is serious. That's good, because, I mean, I should just sit you on the bench anyway. For the rest of the... I should have just sat you on the bench for the rest of the game. A line crossed too far from Simon Luff. Third time we've boarded a Jackets player, and the referees have seen enough. All right, wait. Well, the power kill has to activate. We don't have a choice now. So I'm going to stop. Faxa, you keep going. What are these twirly moves in the corner, Faxa? Thinks he's a ballerina out here. Well, he might be. He just might be. He might be the ballerina we need to get back in this game. Oh my god, it's offside. It's offside. It's late offside. Skate into that, Ekblad. He skates into Josh Morrissey. There's some big punishment laid out for him. No penalty on that call, of course, as it was a legal hit. Nice hip check. I'm reversing this back along the way. Wrist to line it up the boards. Sagan, protect this puck and yourself. Eller, shorthanded. Can we go? Woo! Oh, that was weird, man. That was well defended by Gustafsson as well. The windmill was not the deke to do at that time. Oh, my. Penalty drawn. Corey Perry, with his hard work, draws a slash, I believe. It's just going to be 4-on-4. We will not get a power play out of this. Unless the Jackets take another penalty while we are playing at 4-on-4. We'll get another weird 4-on-3 scenario. Ryan Johansson gone for slashing. Can we take advantage of that? I don't know. A frustrating game for Calgary. Columbus is definitely, they've stifled us. They've gotten some good goaltending as well. We've had breakaway opportunity after breakaway opportunity. It has amounted to nothing. And it doesn't help when you miss the net on that one-timer from the blue line. Got to hit the net on those every time. Knocked back to center. Ollie. Good. Giving up on the play before it even started, basically. Dropping it. Oh my god. I had a perfect drop pass to you, dude. That'll be deflected. Dance covers in his crease. Nice play. That was just to throw it back into the zone so it doesn't get out of the blue line. And it ended up being a high quality deflection from Granlund, I believe. Granlund's the guy that deflected. The shot was from Riley Smith. You can see how close on this angle, how close this was to going in. It went through the 5-hole. Sometimes it's just simplify your game. Get pucks back to the net. Have some traffic standing nearby and get the puck going toward that general area of the goal crease. It could trickle through. You never know what it might do on its way in. So we're back to a PK. Columbus did not take a penalty while we were at 4-on-4, unfortunately for us. Sagan spins off of that. Sagan's been the player of the game for me. I mean, he has the one goal in the game as well, but I mean, there's just shorthanded, been an absolute dog out there for the Calgary Flames. That's out of play. Every time I want to say Calgary Flames, I want to say Columbus Blue Jackets so bad. I really do. There's so many times that I have intended to say Calgary Flames and started saying Columbus Blue Jackets. I don't know how evident that is in the commentary, which has been atrocious today. Commentary's been bad. Stolen out of the air by Dansk. I had the one-timer set up for Ekblad. Just not enough power. Do we need to start a fight? We need something to get us into this game. We need a goal. That's what we really... Two things. We need a goal, but we really need to stop taking penalties. It's the penalties that are just putting us in a deficit tonight. But anytime Seguin has been on the ice, and that penalty-killing group has been on the ice this evening, it hasn't left anything to be desired except for maybe a couple of goals. But can you really expect your shorthanded unit to do all the goal scoring for you? If Seguin hadn't gotten interrupted by Savard, he might have had that puck. I think Sagan's a little out of juice as well here. Yeah, Sagan's tired. He's moving slowly on the ice. So he's got to go get a rest. Oh, my God. Should have just dumped that in. That was an awkward spot for Marcus Granlund. Ristolainen's got this. He's going to stop behind the net. There's the breakout on the weak side to Kostitsin. It was wide open. Now I'm going to try to get to the outside. I'm trying to wait for those teammates. You might as well just shoot. You'd be better off to just shoot that. Jeez, Kostitsin, that was so bad. At least we forced them to chip it along the boards. Back to the point. Delivered to Ristolainen. Rink wide to Kostitsin. Now we back to the point. We draw two players to us, though, with that. Shot from Ollie. Blocker down, knocked down, and cleared. I would assume by Columbus, Foligno has this in the feet of one of our play. Goodness gracious, that whole neutral zone possession was something else. McRae, a weak floater toward the net on the backhand. Emerton, bothered by Sullivan. Yep, the Jackets have upped their physicality and their aggressiveness. It's working big time. It's paying big dividends. We got to go full aggression now. I think it's time to turn it up. Full aggression. We got nothing to lose except the game itself. Once I get a chance to change that strategy, I will. A little behind Emerton. That made for an awkward play. Hagelin will rim it. Ekblad gets to that. Ekblad got to that first rebound opportunity, so we got the shot on the net. Controller did disconnect during that sequence. Ekblad back to the net. Another deflection by the side of the goal. Emerton pushes the puck off of Gustafsson. Savard to Hagelin. Are the Jackets clear of the zone? They are. They are clear of the zone. In fact, they have led McRae on a charge, but he's the only Jackets player in the attacking zone on this shift. Talusti finds the puck as the Jackets were on a weird change. Talusti out here, pump fake to the backhand. It is actually going to be Faxa that shoots it on the forehand. What a weird possession this has been. Ekblad to the middle of the rink. Had a lot of net. Will get a save. So now the full push from the Calgary Flames, as you can expect. It is going to be Oscar Dansk. You better be ready. You better brace yourself. I mean, it's going to look like all night long. That was the best opportunity that we've had of this period. Ekblad walking down the middle. For some reason, we look at Keith Ollie. Jackets have just one shot on goal in this period. And then they have the whole power play situation as well. Oh, yeah! Riley Smith on a deflection. Right off that face-off. I was talking about our chances. We just have to keep shelling this goaltender. One is going to go through eventually. D-to-D pass, clean retrieval by Clefbaum. All he had to do was corral the puck, open his hips up, turn, fire. Riley Smith gets a stick to it. We have life, and we have life now, but I just turned up the aggression to the maximum right before that goal. So maybe there's something to be said for us playing at our most aggressive against the Blue Jackets. Jackets fans are now, there's going to be no nails left on the fingers of any of these Blue Jackets fans because of the way they played this game. And the fact that now it's a one-goal game, one-goal margin in front. Oh, Riley Smith, but it's weird because he was a left shot right in the middle of the rink on that play. Puck shield, we're looking for that breakout. Perry across to Kostitsin. Granlund just get across the rink and get the puck into the zone. Now back to the point. Clefbaum, who had the shot on the last one. That was deflected, almost had it on the net there. It was a little above the net. Got to just adjust those sights just a little bit. D-to-D to Clefbaum, and again, off the crossbar. Out of play. Okay, that was ruled out of play. How did that go out of play? I disagree with that. Oscar Dansk gets his own highlight reel. He had a big breakaway save. Basically, he's had several good breakaway saves on Tyler Seguin in this one. That was the chance that Radek Faksa had by the side of the net. And then we'll see, for Calgary, we're going to see our missed opportunities at some point soon on a highlight reel. And we'll have that crossbar shot will be... Oh my God, Karan! We're tied! He just piss-missiled that thing right off the red paint and into the net. There's probably red paint all over that puck. He just absolutely demolished that thing. Short side on Oscar Dansk. Here's the behind the net look at it. That's actually bar down, not posting. It hit the corner. The part where the crossbar and the post come together. We've got a tie game. I told you, man, Jackets fans are not going to have any nails left before this series is over. They just, unbelievable. Oh, Karan, oh my God. He could have had back-to-back goals that would have given the Flames the lead in this game. Karan has the puck. He's basically playing D. Aggressive save coming out on the angle by Peter Mrazek. Guy lost track of the puck. Big block, or not blocked, but that was actually a save for Mrazek. The rebound kicked all the way back toward the point. We got to get on these guys. Save, cover. Mrazek will do a face-off, so the pushback from the Columbus Blue Jackets after allowing this game to get tied. You would expect them to have some kind of a pushback. But ever since we lost Simon Luff to a game misconduct, we've been playing better. So he did us a favor by taking that 5-minute major penalty. Ejected from the game and put a brute hit on Anthony Duclair, I think was the guy that he hit on that 5-minute major. So Duclair's probably roughed up a bit from that one. Blum just sent it up the boards. We still can't get it out. This is a problem. Oh my God. Peter Mrazek making his most aggressive saves and most important ones of this whole series. Okay, Toulouse stay with it. Dansk has the puck covered. It actually ended up at his feet in front of the net. The push is on for both teams. The importance of the next goal in this game could have major implications on this series. Obviously, I would assume with just under 3 minutes to go, we're in next goal wins territory. We are there. Next goal wins. We're basically in overtime at this point. It may be regulation play, but the next goal does win. We're basically at overtime. And this game might see overtime. Ollie rimmed around for Smith. We got a clean retrieval. We actually shield the puck off of that player that was coming in on the bench. We are offside. There is an effort. I've loved this third period effort from the Flames. The pushback has been magnificent. Want to dump it in. Slap shot dump in from Ekblad. It gets really hard into the corner, and so does Toulouse. He's after it. Faksa is set up right in the slot, but he was skating backwards as he retrieved that pass. It wasn't the cleanest of opportunities. Atkinson has been bowled over just inside the blue line by Aaron Ekblad. Ekblad up the boards, finding Eller in neutral ice. Eller will stop, protect that puck back to the point. Ekblad walking the middle. Walks the middle, opens, fires. Shot saved by Oscar Dansk. He saw it all the way off the blocker. Blum pinched in on that. He had a big hit for him. Trying to keep that puck inside the zone. That'll be dumped in by Columbus. They were changing. Blum, what a tough play for Blum. He did not get the clean retrieval that we needed, but he does go D to D to Ekblad, dumped in by Perry. Both teams just dumping the puck in, hoping to have that retrieval action. There you go, Perry. Walk to the middle. He gives it for Seguin. Seguin was defended. He was double-teamed, which was very smart by Columbus, double-teaming number 91 on the ice. He's had a lot to say in this series for the Flames. Smith is in a pickle here at neutral ice. He's going to get out of that pickle, temporarily anyway. Last 10 to go in the game. If we're going to have a game winner, it's going to be the Columbus Blue Jackets, but that'll be out to center ice. Oh, could you imagine if Seguin had another one of those breakaways on that last second clear out? But game 2 is going to overtime. How many OT periods? We could be here for quite a while. We could have more than an hour-long video, depending on what happens in this overtime period or periods. We could also have this game end on the first 10 seconds of the extra time. which is not going to happen now. We have played more than 10 seconds. But I don't know. Strap in, take a deep seat, enjoy yourself for Stanley Cup Final overtime at Madison Square Garden. Look at Ekblad. Oh, my God. He power moved to the net. But see, the problem is we have to cover for Ekblad's mistake on D. Breakaway for the Jackets. Wide of the net, had the game on his stick. We broke down on D on that one. That's what happens when Ekblad comes out of the play. Sagan goes back door to Riley Smith, the biggest of saves by Oscar Dansko. Play goes one way, and then it comes right back down the other. Both teams staying alive. They helped us out by missing the net on their breakaway. And then Oscar Dance with a big save to bail his teammates out, the Columbus Blue Jackets. They stay alive in game 2. Eller has the puck. We're going to send it to the corner. Out from behind the net is Toulouse. Centers in front. Fax a game winner. That's it. Game 2 is over. We're going home. 2-0 series lead. You can hear the boos rain down inside of the Madison Square Garden. Just a simple play to chip it down low. We get the puck retrieval behind the net. We go low to high. Radek Faksa, point blank, in front of Oscar Dansk. The comeback is complete for the Calgary Flames. They steal game 2 on road ice. Now half the way there now. We're halfway to Lord Stanley for the second time in the GM mode. I think that this Flames team is too much for the Columbus Blue Jackets. There are 2 more games. There's 2 more games in front of us at home that are guaranteed. There's the game winner. Another look at it from behind the net. Radek Faksa, the hero in game 2.